Hey, how you doing here? David here with you, and we are talking about ways that you can improve your health, wellness, and fitness. And you do that, which took me 15 years to finally figure out, you do that by working on your body, mind, and spirit, what I call balancing the triad. So I'm sharing different tips and tricks with you, different things for you to ponder and work on. So that way there you can figure out what works for you, what fits in your life, and you get the benefits of it. So today, and I got a little throat lozenge in here because just before I started, I realized my throat was going to be a little scratching. I was going to be clearing my throat, so I figured instead of saving you from that, I got a little throat lozenge in here. So that's why I got my mouth here. But it's always interesting how things kind of come about. At least I find them interesting. And what I'm referencing here on a tangent is called disconjointed learning. I first heard about this from Ajit Nalwakar, who is the founder of EverCoach, which is a coaching program through Mindvalley. I think I read it from his book first, the Big Book of Coaching. And normally if we learn from the same sources all the time, all we do is perpetuate the exact same thought. But if we learn from a variety of different sources, we're more likely to think of the original thought. And this kind of came up this morning is I got something I'm working on, a little bit of a challenge. And then I seen a post this morning from Zach Evanish. You've heard me talk about him. This reading from Mel Robbins' book, The High Five Habit. And I think something else. All these kind of thoughts came together to what I'm sharing with you. So the title I have here is, I can see it over there. Are you thinking too much? No action? A bit of analysis paralysis? Yeah. So I'm going to share a little bit what I'm dealing with right now, and then you can extrapolate this to how you're doing and how it works with you in your working on your health and wellness. I got and working with the forms I'll be using for clients. I'm going through and fill them out. I made sure, because before I had them set up to where you'd have to print them out, fill them up by hand, then scan them in and send them back to me. Definitely pain for sometimes a lot of people, and working on this, sometimes for some people with the scanner, it's a little bit of a challenge. So I'm setting them up to going through the forms one at a time to where you can fill them out as a PDF file. So I'm going through, plus making sure the information's in there. And I had one clause I had to work on. I think it's on I don't know if it's coaching, release of the coaching agreement. I got stuck on this. This was a couple of weeks ago. It's like, okay, what am I supposed to do here? I got online, searched for different things. I stopped and said, okay, I don't want to deal with this right now. So I went to something else. Something else had to be done. And that one other thing that got to be done, got done. And now I'm back to working on that same clause, but the past 2 days, I've been dragging my feet on it. And I've gone back online. This is where it kind of comes up, where you're thinking about it, figuring things out, working on it, what's going place. I'm searching back online. I'm getting some ideas through there. And I'm over-analyzing this. To the extent, it's like, I'm not even sure how to do this. And what if this, I got to write out this clause. There's definitely different strains about how this works on. You have people do everything at one time and people that do none at one time. I just don't want to go into details about what this is, but I'm working on it. And it's something that I'm overanalyzing. I'm trying to figure out, I'm fighting it. It's difficult for me. And I was kind of going through this yesterday. Well, one aspect I said, I at least wrote something down for the first part of it. I actually wrote it out. And then I pushed it aside again. And I'm fighting it. I'm going through it. And I started thinking about this last night. And then everything kind of came together this morning a little bit, is that I'm overanalyzing it. I can at least start writing some possibilities out. Type them out, write them out. To at least get them out in the open. Okay, and for me, does this feel right? Is it going to work for me? And I can either take it out or not. But doing everything strictly in here, just thinking about it, which a lot of times for some of us, the more we think about it, the more anxiety comes up, the more challenges happen. It's like, okay, I can't do this. What's going to happen takes place here. Is this going to work out? Instead of actually trying something. It's the same thing with sometimes when it relates to health and wellness. Okay, and if you've seen the description here, I kind of stretch things out a little bit about sometimes what we wait for, but we don't take action. And you've heard me talk about this in several times past videos. If you're looking to start an exercise program, hey, at least start walking. That's why we did the 10 minutes a day challenge, which you can find in my group. If you're looking for some quiet time, we did the 5 minutes a day experience, which was also a training in the group. The idea is just do something we talked about with nutrition. Hey, start with drinking a little extra water. Cut down on the sweet treats a little bit. There's always little things you can at least start instead of thinking, okay, what's the perfect thing for me? What's going on? What I got to do? And I was doing the same thing. I keep pointing over there because that's where the desk is at. But that's what I was dealing with there. I'm trying to get this clause put in there. And I've been analyzing it, going through it. It's challenging. It's just, I'm finding it a little challenging because I'm not for sure exactly how to go about it. I can read what other people have done, but still, I got all this room. It's not just, even through the training I had, they never gave us suggestions about how to go. They just said we had to have this clause in there, which, yes, I'm going to have it in there. But they never gave us actual examples of what's worked and what's not worked in my training, which I kind of realize now it's something that's missing. But in reading what others have done, I got to figure out what works for me. But the simplest thing for me to do is write something out. Write a few sentences out on paper and realize, okay, does this resonate? Do I like this? If not, I change it up. And then once I put it in practice, then I might realize I have to change it up completely later. But the idea is I've been analyzing a little analysis paralysis, trying to figure out what's right without what's wrong, what's right, and all thinking that without actually doing something about it. So that's what I want to suggest you use. Go through, make sure at least do something. So hopefully my little storyboard I'm challenging with and my little stumbling block I came across recently, you can kind of connect that to how you deal with your health, wellness, and fitness and taking some type of steps. So if you want any help on this and if you want the 2 trainings I talked about with the 10 minutes a day movement and the 5 minutes of quiet time, I got all those in my group along with the training of doing health and wellness your night. There is a link in the description. Yeah, a lot of times I used to say that backwards. But yeah, go with that one there. And hopefully when I talk to you maybe tomorrow, I might have got a little farther along on my little challenge and I haven't analyzed it too much, but at least I've taken some action. So that's what I got for you. So enjoy the rest of your day. Take care and we'll catch you next time. Balancing to you. Bye-bye.